Alright, hello again, hello again. More wildflowers. More progressing the plot. Today we are going to guess who the High Priestess is. You know, these beers are done. That one, it's actually been the toughest one for me to guess, but I can only think of one person specifically who's been here longer than anybody else, so they're going to be our first guess. Excuse me. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. I think it's you, Lena.
Am I sure this is the High Priestess?
I think I'm sure.
Oh, wow, well done. Thank you, novice. You should hold on to this, though.
Wait, this really means...
Shh. Someone might be listening.
But Lena, you're one of the most respected members in this community.
They're not ready. Not yet.
Alright. And I got an increased magic spell, thank you.
Like storms that make the river sing. Fill my magic from the spring.
Got a magic bonus. Nice. Nice little bump up. Nice and early. Alright. This incantation will shorten the crafting or growing time of items or crops you cast on. But by how much, though? We need to check something that's gonna take a while. Because if we already have a potion for it, why would the spell be any better? So we need to check. Also, is today a day when Wesley works? No, he is closed Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. These strawberries have 1 day, and these strawberries have 2 days. Neither of those are worth checking. This corn has 1 day. Okay.
Reaped, brewed, molded, spun. Faster will this work be done.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. It does the entire area you're in. And speeds it up by like 1 day or so. Okay. So it is better than a potion. A potion's 2 days for one selection, and the spell does in the entire area you're in. Okay. That is fantastic to know. And it looks like, yes, if you want Beehive to work faster, have it directly next to 2 plots, and that will be great. Yeah, that reached all the way over here. And we finally got some mulberries, so we can finally start making some silk. Alright, that is great to know. And what's it take to make that spell other than a buttload of magic? Topaz? Alright, looks like we're looking for topaz. From now on. But also, silk thread, please. Do I have anything to sell? Actually, hold on, I have smoothies to make. And I can tell Vanessa I have something to bring to the group. Do I have anything to sell for today? Still not on a pizza dough. I think I need yeast. I can sell... Not a lot. Not a lot I can sell. I can sell a lot of stone, but like that's stone, who cares? It's enough for a quick buck. So. Sell 50 of those. Iron sells for 10. It takes 15 to make a silver. And you will not buy silver. That is interesting. Okay. Will you buy copper? You will buy copper, but you will not buy silver. Okay. is thunderstorm bad? Okay. Is Francis open? Yes. Will you buy silver from me? Francis will buy silver for 38. Okay, so you can make a good killing off of selling silver. I also don't need my sapphires, so you can have these. You do sell gold ingots. I will actually take one of those. I need one for a metalworking table. Okay. That's worth it. In that case, I actually want you to make a ton of silver ingots. I'm gonna sell them all to Francis for like double the price. Alright, that was definitely worth it. That was absurdly worth it. Did eat all my silver reserves, though. Okay. But we have money now. That's what's important. Do I have fish to sell you, Bruno? I do. Here's a darter for you. Not many of these around. There's an eel. Takes a lot to get you up, but it'll be worth it eventually. Hey, Cameron.
Marty seems really familiar, but I can't put my finger on how I know him. He's from the city, and the old Cameron used to party there. Maybe we crossed paths years ago?
Maybe. Would you like some pizza dough?
Have you ever considered starting a farm-to-table restaurant? I bet it would be a hit.
That'd be cool, yeah. It'd be really cool if that were a thing. Alright, let's head back to the mines. Maybe find some topaz. It's like if you just want to sell stuff quickly, selling ores would be effective. I gotta keep my time stop potion because I really want to sell it for an upgrade. Alright, yep, and we can find topaz on this floor. And there we go. We got a topaz. Awesome. So we can make that speed grow all spell again. And I have enough money for my table, I believe. For my metalworking table to make necklaces and such. Sell them to Francis and see what he thinks. I would appreciate them letting me go deeper in the mine, though. Because I don't want to upgrade everything before I, like, move seasons. I think that's, like, a little weird to be that far ahead. Because it wasn't really that hard to. If it happens, it happens. But, you know, I'm not trying to speedrun the game. I'm just making sure I move the plot forward right now because, you know. I think we've set enough time, being casual about the getting to know everybody. There we are. Pink. Not a lot of silver today. And only one topaz. Still haven't found a use for glass, by the way. I guess a new spell I got is much more useful now than it would have been earlier if I didn't have the there's no point. If I didn't have the unlocked plot. Let me go and see. Is your store open? Yes. I'll go ahead and sell you the beer and the rum I have. No point holding on to it. I'm not using it. He's open till 1 a.m., so I got plenty of time. Hey, Angus. What's up?
Some days I freak out about following Francis to Fairhaven. Like, was it a bad life decision? But then there are days like today. I can leave the door open, listen to the rain, and wait for my dough to proof. And I'm like, this is perfect.
Sure like you. Alright, here we are.
You should come out on my boat some afternoon, Tommy.
No one's called me Tommy since I was a kid. Besides, I can't watch someone while they're fishing. Makes me sick and heart sore.
Your dad never said no to an afternoon of fishing.
Here's Tara. Ask her instead.
What's up?
Don't go changing the subject. Now, why don't we just make it happen?
What? What's going on here? What are you bothering Thomas
When
for?
I was a young man, I used to build a summer festival bonfire. The young folks used to leap over the fire. Can you believe it? Not so much these days.
Can't say I'm sorry to hear that.
Thomas, what's going on? He bothering you?
I left my best spade outside in the rain last week. Rookie mistake. Leads to rust. But when I went to get it, the thing was propped up outside my door. Dry as a bone. Oddest thing.
Yeah, crazy. Must have something looking out for you. Alright, Damon. Hopefully you'll like this a lot more. Yeah, let's like it. Here's some rum. And here's some beer. Nice. Buy a mojito, buy his rum, and buy a pina colada. And that's all there was. I mean, I can make all this stuff, so I don't need to buy this. That's all I wanted to do. Hey, Talia.
I want to be better friends with Vanessa. She's the only other woman who regularly comes to the Consciousness Center. But she's so regal, you know? Does she have friends? Does she even need them?
No one's regal. I think you're just making stuff up for yourself. Alright. Let's get to business. We got everything we need for the... We need 2 iron ingots. And when we get the iron ingots, we won't have enough for the... Alright, good to know. You know, we could have been more prepared. Rookie mistake. As Thomas would tell us. You know, let's just grab some weeds. Plenty of them. Actually, I can head to the coven right now. I got speed boost. I got time. See what they have to say about the next thing to do. Juliet, it is 11:30 at night. What are you doing out? I should be getting to bed soon, but I want to check. Hello, Head Priestess.
Cameron's influence troubles me. More and more people attend his services, which means he'll persuade them to believe that there are malcontents out to do harm to the community.
That is
We need more information.
not necessarily true.
Novice, Acolyte, the time has come for both of you to learn shapeshifting.
Excuse
How
me?
do you feel about a feline spy mission?
Yes! I see where you're going, and I like it.
Feline spy mission?
We'll learn how to turn into cats and then sneak into the consciousness center. How close is my guess?
Telepathically close. Every witch learns from Ariel how to shapeshift themselves into animals, but they must wait until they're old enough not to misuse such power. I trust both of you to treat your animal hosts with kindness.
What if I get stuck as a cat? Now, that would be funny.
Ariel won't let you get stuck as a cat, I promise. Parker's mentioned more and more talk of rooting out the malcontents, and Cameron is often scribbling in this tiny little notebook of his. We need to know what it says. Visit Ravenwood Hollow for a transmogrification lesson. Then see if you can find an open door at the center.
We could just talk to
sneak
Cameron
through.
or attend to some services. Yeah. We could just attend as humans.
Couldn't we attend one of his sprint up the mountain seminars? Like, as humans?
They cost a fortune. I'm not paying those entrance fees.
Ah.
Besides, we need that notebook.
Hey, I'm not bothered by this.
As long as we don't get caught.
I do not like... Lena, you are being way too sussy. It isn't... Like, no wonder people would have a bad image of witches if that's how you're gonna act, man. You're literally suggesting spying on them, like, in a very physical way. I did not know that the Consciousness Center required entrance fees and such. That is news to me. Yeah, I think I need to get know Cameron much better than I already do. Alright, let's get to bed. It's pretty late.
Time for bed.
That is plot progressing, though. And give me just a moment. I got something I gotta do. Sorry about that. Something important came up. But let's go ahead and continue. Oh, hey, Thomas.
Good morning, Thomas.
Not such a good morning at my farm. My well water's coming up full of mud and silt.
Oh, is it broken?
No, that means it's about to go dry. The drought has gone on too long.
Well, you're welcome to use my well if you need to.
Appreciate it, but that's not gonna solve the problem long term. Yours will go dry soon too, I suspect. And while you're planning for this dry spell, might want to check in with everyone in town. This has been a scorcher of a summer.
I
It's
will.
been raining
Hey,
a
thanks for
lot,
giving me a
Thomas.
heads up, Thomas.
Thomas, it's been raining like almost every day. What are you talking about? I was actually confused if it was ever going to stop raining. Alright, here we are. We need to get more actual seeds. Speaking of, we need to put more... We can't afford anything yet, so let's put down some more plots. Is Lena's store open on Thursdays? No, it's not. So we're not even gonna get it today. What about Francis? Is your store open Thursday? Yes, it is. So we'll go ahead and just sell between Lena and Francis again, and then we'll head to Raven Hollow. Hey, Angus, good morning.
Sometimes working next to Francis is frustrating, but then I see him through the window and I'm like, who is that dashing man with the loop? Oh yeah, my fiancé!
Oh, go ahead and get in your store, Francis. Come on. You're closed Thursday. Crap. Alright. It'll work then. I guess let's go talk to Vanessa. Hey.
Hello, constituent. Faring well in the heat?
I feel like a melted candle.
Yes, well, we all must sacrifice to get through this drought together.
Oh? What are you sacrificing?
Well, I must go.
Yes, important town things await. Francis, do you know anything about the drought, or do you care about the drought at all? No? Okay, cool. How about you, Violet?
Hi there, Violet. How's your garden doing?
Sunflowers like sun, but not feeling like they're on the surface of the sun, you know? I've been recycling water as much as I can just to have enough water for my flower beds, and timing Sebastian in the shower. I swear, his hair routine is even more complicated than mine, but I think I might be done for this season after I harvest my last batch. The bees need water more than the flowers do.
Okay. Vanessa? Ah, there you are.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you've decided to attend. Come by the Consciousness Center any night.
Got it. Any night after 7. It's good to know. Let's see. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, Damon. Gosh, you must be the one person whose business is doing well in the drought.
Well, the problem with being the local watering hole is you have to have water to make beer. I've been bringing jugs of water over the ferry, but the prices keep going up. My taps may be running dry soon. I'm not sure I have the heart to tell Bruno.
True, that's all Bruno does. Sophia? Do you care? Apparently not.
Sophia, how are you and Juliet doing with the water shortage?
Oh, we're managing. I hate having to charge customers for water, but I must admit, we waste less of it.
What do you think about the water shortage?
Hi, Giva. I hope the drought isn't messing with your instruments.
On the contrary, I couldn't have asked for anything better. This drought is isolated to Fairhaven. It isn't occurring in milkwater, which makes it perfect for research. I want to take several groundwater samples and see how much moisture remains in the soil.
This drought can't be that special.
That's what everyone here seems to think. But I just can't believe that.
Fair enough. How many more people? 4 more? Let's see, what do you think?
Do you have any family back in the
Oh,
city,
I guess you don't
Marty?
care.
Not anymore. I used to work with my dad, but he moved. We're not really in touch these days.
I'm really sorry. That was how it was for Hazel and my dad for a long time.
Bruno, how do you feel?
Well, I guess the fish are the only ones who don't have to worry about running out of water. Hey, Bruno?
They might not, but I do. I barely got enough to keep my ice machine going and my fish fresh. I'll buy what you got to sell now, young miss, but I might have to close up soon if it gets much hotter. And to make things worse, Damon's keeping me to a 2-drink limit. I'm parched!
There's not much you can do about it, man. You gotta understand. Either you two dealing with the drought.
Natalia fainted in her forge yesterday. I'm not saying this to embarrass her, but she keeps forgetting to hydrate. This heat is dangerous, and it sneaks up on you. Drink water, okay?
Okay. Kai?
Eva is so chill, and she seems psyched about all the spices I've been stocking up on. We're gonna be tight. I can feel it.
I have no doubt about that you guys will be perfectly fine. Let's see. I guess we'll have to head down by the beach, see anybody else. Actually, Kim. See how Kim loves to blast AC, but I don't know how that affects their shop.
Hey, did I hear you singing just now?
Look, it gets lonely in here sometimes. I gotta keep myself entertained. You should try it on the farm.
Yeah. Not what I was here for, but sure. Can't think of who else I would need to talk to. Kids, maybe? I don't know. Oh well. I already talked to Thomas. Let's just go ahead. First of all, let's feed the chicks. Grab my egg. There you go. Grow nice and big at Tendy. You're gonna be a real money maker. Dinner. Here's your food. Me. Here you go, dinner. Alright. Let's head over to the hollow. I got a spell for you, Wesley. Here you are. Another freeze time. We're almost there. Almost there. Alright. Alright, Ariel. I need to listen.
So, you are to learn how to walk a mile in a cat's paws, are you?
Yes! Finally! I've been waiting for years!
I don't usually say this, but patience. Don't forget respect for the creatures allowing you to use their corporeal forms.
What? I thought we were going to learn how to transform into cat form.
Don't be ridiculous. No one can do that. But we can politely ask animals if we can ride along in their bodies for a while.
Exactly. Grey Malkin and Cleopatra here are experienced.
Cleopatra? Oh, your name is Cleopatra? Okay, that's great.
Of course. Dara, Wylde. It's time for you to ask permission.
Grey Malkin, you are the noblest of felines. I would be grateful to walk with you.
Is this some sort of joke?
Friends, please excuse the manners of our newest member. Her speciesism is brought on by ignorance rather than malice.
Now, I can sense the thoughts of our fine friends with gills and feathers and fur. But what makes you unique, dear witches, is that you can share their consciousness. Dara? Cleopatra must know she can trust you.
I've given Cleopatra like tuna a bunch of times.
Cleopatra, can I, walk with you?
She said, of course. Now, take these shape-shifting incantations. You'll need to cast them on your chosen cat.
Okay. Hello, Cleopatra. Oh. Okay.
Holy ham sandwiches! It worked! I'm a cat!
Not just any cat, but your familiar. And she sees so much more than humans.
Now off with you. Do your skulking.
I guess so. Let's get skulking.
We need to head to the Consciousness Center. We've got to find out what's been happening there.
Wait, you sound normal. That's wild.
It raises so many questions, but we gotta scamper. There's no time to waste.
Follow Catcolite. How would I follow Catcolite when I can go on my own? I still got my speed potion going. Yeah, you better catch up. This kitty be zooming.
I know being a cat is bonkers, but come on, no dawdling.
It's not dawdling if you're the one behind me. How'd you be talking shit? You're the one who needs to hurry up. I'm already past you. Annoying ass game. You need to hurry up, bro. I'm in front of you. Let's go.
It's go time. We need to be totally silent. If they catch us in here, they might think we're just mousers keeping the center clean. Ew. But they're not gonna turn a blind eye if we start spouting the Queen's frickin' English.
Cat's got my tongue. Got it. Notebook, notebook. I wonder where it is.
Cameron's notebook? It's right there.
Ah, here it
You can
is.
see it from here.
And the presence of malcontents seems to be on the rise in our fair town. It's they who spread the pagan beliefs we saw at the summer festival. Whatever they may call themselves, their purpose is clear: to sow chaos and keep you from your true potential.
That's a lie.
Who is that? Find them!
Oh, a disembodied voice! It has to be witches. Oh, I mean, malcontents!
Time to scram.
Why would you talk out loud, you idiot?
Cleopatra is fast. That
God, I
probably
don't
really
like
took
you, Violet.
any effort.
Glad you enjoyed it, because I think the incantation is about to wear off.
Man, human senses are nothing compared to cat senses.
Whew, I know, right? Thank you, Grey Malkin.
You're the best, Cleopatra. Now, let's take a look at this journal.
We have a heck of a report to make to the coven at the next meeting, that's for sure.
You literally just gave them every reason they would ever need to be concerned about witches, bro. What are you doing? That was so sus, what we just did. Man, I would definitely be on edge if something like that was happening. Let's see. Those we're gonna talk to.
Have you seen the earrings that Giva wears? They're so cool. She's so cool. I want to know all about her life, but whenever I see her, I can't think of anything to say.
How are you doing with water?
Giva is quite the determined young woman. I hope she'll find this town just as welcoming as I did.
You're fine. Maybe Shelby? Parker.
Lena always expects me to come visit Marcus in Milkwater, but I wish she made more time to come visit my mom in the city.
You guys really need to start talking more, because you definitely have a lot of issues, man. Hey, Lena, how are you doing without the water?
Hi, Lena. How are things going?
Oh, busy. We've ordered jugs of water from Milkwater. Everyone seems to need more than the town pipes can supply. So if you need some water, they should be coming off the ferry soon. Oh, and if you have any eggs to sell, that would be great. Marty's hardly got any lately. I can't wait until this dry spell is over.
The dry spell is probably from the summer potion that we did.
Whew. Shelby, you don't mind having that fire going when it's this hot out?
No, I made my peace with fire long ago.
Sure you did, Shelby. 6 out of 8. We need 2 more. Who have we not talked to? Angus, Cameron, and Natalia, I think, are the last ones. Yeah, Angus, Cameron, Natalia. So let's go find Cameron. You already talked to Marty. Angus, we've already talked to you, okay. So Cameron and Natalia, unless they want to count the kids.
Natalia, we really appreciate all the time you've spent volunteering here at the Consciousness Center. But the real work now is to go into the community and try to bring more folks in.
I've been doing that, Messenger. See, my friend, Tara, she's here.
I came because she talks about you.
Oh, Natalia has told me so much about the new messenger. She hardly talks about anything else.
Well, I just meant it's such a great community here, is all.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go prepare my next session.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm trying to impress Messenger Cameron because I have a bit of a crush on him.
I gathered that.
Of course, I doubt I'm alone in that.
Maybe, but it's not me.
Hi, Natalia.
Oh, there. Looks like it's gonna be another scorcher today, huh? And that brings me to a bit of bad news. My water pressure's been too low to keep my slack tub cold enough to set my pieces when I'm done working them in my forge. Of course, I can still melt your ore into ingots as you need.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
No worries. Hopefully this hot spell will pass soon.
Okay then. How about you, Cameron?
Hi, Cameron. This is your first Fairhaven summer too, right?
Sure is. Come by the Consciousness Center anytime you need a break from the heat. We just installed new air conditioning. Not that air conditioning is a reason to go to a seminar, but it's not a reason, am I right?
This drought is making everyone miserable. Huh. I wonder if some witchcraft is in order.
That is the one person I would not have said that out loud to.
Some folks think it's morbid that we're right across from the cemetery.
You don't?
Oh no, I totally do. But I'm trying to convince myself otherwise. The Book of the Mind says that death is but a stop on the way to the pinnacle.
I'll bet it does. Here's some pizza dough for the Book of the Mind.
Have you ever considered...
Yeah. Alright. It's 4:40. Can I stop by Lena's before she closes? I really want to buy some stuff. Nope. She's not even open. I forgot. That's fine. Nothing I can sell, though. There's a lot of fish to catch as well. Stop at the Consciousness Center at 7. Don't really have anything I can sell. And I'm broke. There's a lot going on right now. I guess I can fish a bit before heading to the Consciousness Center, and then we'll head down to the, what's it called? We'll head down to the coven.
Quick, got one!
Sardine. Oh, alright. One fish was enough time, so that works. Excuse me, y'all. Here we are. It's after 7.
Tara! Come in, come in. That smoothie looks delicious. Have some of the pie that Juliet brought. And popcorn from Sebastian.
Sure, thank you.
Violet, welcome.
Thanks. Hey, bud.
As I was saying, sometimes it can be helpful for us to confront the strength of our emotions. It makes us realize what actions we want to take, and what those actions are.
So, what did you think?
It was okay.
It all felt kind of cliched, you know?
Yeah. But, you know what they say. Sometimes cliches are true. Tonight I realized I want to do more. About my mom disappearing. Like, maybe I should still be looking for her.
I don't know if that's what Vanessa meant.
I gotta stop at home before going to the circle. See you soon, Tara.
I don't think she really understood what she meant. What have I not? I've given her moonflower, I've given her thistle, and I've given her wishweed. Let's do a tulip. No, I've given her a tulip. Okay. Let's give her a poppy flower.
When I found out Lena was High Priestess, I wasn't really surprised.
Yeah.
Some part of me always knew. But did she know the truth about me? Even when we were kids?
It's a great question. Maybe she'll answer. We got business after all. Let's go, 10. I'm not really liking the direction the Consciousness Center or the Coven's going, but we're gonna make a difference, we have to be there. Let's talk.
Thomas told me his well is running dry.
Yes, summers here in Fairhaven are always hotter and drier as they wear on. The growing trees and crops will drain the groundwater until the harvest time.
Is there anything we can do?
A summon rain incantation might bring some relief. Here's what you need. Bring it back here to the circle when you have it ready.
Sounds good. And as for what we learned...
Terra, Violet, was your mission successful?
Was it ever? Once Ariel taught us how to transmogrify, we practically waltzed into the center.
Tracking that journal away in cat form wasn't easy, but we managed it.
He started a heading for a list here. Possible malcontents. No names on it yet, though. That confirms my suspicions. This isn't just idle talk. Thank you, you two. You were excellent.
What can I say? We make formidable spies.
And you've performed admirably in your shape-shifting abilities. You may now shapeshift responsibly into a cat familiar after creating shape-shifting incantations of your own. In cat form, you'll be able to utilize their swift reflexes to catch fish and other useful items. Also, while the cat is in control, your body can be resting, so it allows for more hours in the day. Well done, both of you.
Gotcha. Well, we've got a lot to do. For now, let's summon some rain. We need to get this town back in shape. Yeah, I think we need to speak with Messenger Cameron some more. How close are we with him? Okay. Next time we see him, we'll be good to hang out with him. Usually, everybody's first rank up has been like in their home, so I guess let's try, or like where they work. So I guess we'll try the Consciousness Center in the morning, and that could be good. For now, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what we need for the Summon Rain spell. Essence of Silver. Okay. Here we go. We can do that. There, right now. Make some more Essence of Copper, just so we have it. And what do we need for our Crystal Ball Potion? Essence of Copper. Okay. What does this potion actually do? Ah, makes you gain more points when you drink it. Okay. So you just, when you want to give a bunch of gifts, just go ahead and drink that. Sushi. Sure. Probably can give that to Kim. Anything else I can make? Alsada. Do that. And churros. And muffins. Okay. Let's go ahead and make some paper. We're almost out of wood. I didn't even notice. Well, looks like we finally have a use for our energy. We're running low on wood. That is one thing we can easily fix. And tomorrow we will get some iron made so that iron and silver made so that we can get our goldsmithing table done. And if we get that rain potion done, we're running out of time. If we get that rain potion done, then we won't actually have to water our crops, so that'll be nice. Does it require one more time? Just Essence of Silver, which is going to be done by tomorrow. Okay. I think we're good for today. Yeah, this all looks done. And this all looks done. I didn't actually get to buy more seeds today because I had stuff, because it's Thursday, so we can buy seeds tomorrow too.
Am I ready for bed?
Man, there's a lot to think about with this. Especially if Messenger Camera is trying to, like, start a cult to root out witches, which is odd, to say the least. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna call this part here. That was a lot of lore. There's definitely a lot of animosity between the Consciousness Center and the witches. So I'm really curious how we're gonna stop that. But that's a problem for future me. That's the end for this part. I'll still be continuing on Twitch, but for now, that's all we're going to be doing for today. If you stuck around to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.